Thanks for joining again. So today I'm going to demonstrate on the VRF-Lite how we are going to configure the VRF-Lite over the NSX. So in the end, the motive is to from this to this combination going to be happen from this machine. When I'm going to ping it, it should be pinged to this one, which is over the local LAN on this side, and the same thing is going to be pinged from this machine, which machine on the blue VRF side is going to ping 10.210.1. So let's get started. And before starting, I'll quickly jump to the steps which we are going to cover. So like I have said, so if I'm going to start with from the scratch, so we need to perform these 8 steps. But like I said, we have already covered the first 3 steps, which from here, like deploying the T0 gateway, add uplink for the T0 and configure T0. This has already been done on the lab. So I'm referring to my last lab which I have configured for the NSX. So I am referring to the same thing since we have the parent T0. So I'm going to create the child T0, which is called the your VRF child. Okay. So jumping to the lab. This is our lab. So I'm just clicking there. Okay. So let me quickly go through. So this is lab based on the VMware Workstation, like I said. And let me log in here as well as. Okay. So right now, what I'll do, VRF topology, network topology, we have things defined, and let me quickly see the neighborship for the existing one. That's connected. So we have already defined a TS0, which is a parent TS0. So I'm going to use the same. So like the stuff which I am going to cover, like I said, 1 2 3 is already defined. So now we are defining from the 4 to 8. So the first step is create uplink trunk 0. So I am going to define the uplink trunk, and uplink trunk is something which we are defining for the VLAN. We have the multiple VLAN, and each VLAN is going to bind with that VLAN is specific to the VRF. So each VLAN is going to be bind with your BGP peer. So I'll cover that point later on. So before going there, I'm start creating a uplink trunk, and it's VLAN back trunk, and jumping to the topology which we have. So VLAN we have here 210 220. So the idea is that if you look at that one 210, so I'm using the exactly same network everywhere. So 210 is also AS, 210 is also the third subnet, and 210 is a VLAN, and here is a 210 as well as, and 220 for the red side and 210 for the blue side. So I'm going to define these two VLANs here, 110 and 120. This one. So I'm going to define the VLAN 210 and 220. So here 210 220 and save. No. Jumping to tier 1, define the VRF red T0, or we can go with the same nomenclature T0 VRF red. I'm going to connect to T0. Click on save. Yes, we need to modify it. Interface set, define uplink This is a red VRF, so I can say red uplink 1. IP address is a 192.168.210.2. 192.168. Let me see. Yeah, it's for the blue. We are touching the red, so it's 220.2. 192.168. 220.2. VLAN we have defined, not this one, uplink trunk one. So VLAN we have defined for 220, so we need to assign the tag here. So here you can see, here we are binding that leg toward that VLAN. We need to also provide the edge, and I think this is done. Refresh. Okay, status up. Post interface, we need to go to the BGP, enabling it. BGP here. I am going to opt the same AS number which we have for the parent. So in that case, post 4.1, we have the option where we can define the sub AS number for the VRF. But since we are going with the parent VRF, so I'm not going to pick this one. I'm just picking that going to be inherit the parent AS number here. So I'm going to define the BGP name. 220.1, 220.1, and the AS is 220. Yeah. Save, close, save it. Route distribution. Click set, add, red, route, set. So I'm going to only highlight the connected one. So this is going to be redistribute connected segment for the tier 1 and tier 2. Save. So let me quickly see the status. Okay, it's established. Closing this one, and now I'm jumping toward the VRF for the blue. T0 VRF blue. Going to be connect to the again same parents tier 0. Click on save. Yes, we need to modify it. Go to the interface, set interface, define interface. Uplink blue 192.168.210.2/24. Uplink VLAN ID is 210. Edge going to be same. Save. Refresh. Done. Close. Now BGP1, again enabling the status, defining the peer, neighbor 192.168.210.1. Neighbor is going to be 210. Click save. Refresh. Idle. Not yet saved the BGP config as of now. We need to save this first, and then we'll see the status. Refresh it. established. Perfect. Now jumping to the redistribution, and now defining here blue, redistribute, set. I'm again going to be select that one, connected, apply, add, apply, save. So we are done with the VRF T0 VRF. So both are going to connect with the T0, and now we are jumping to T1, defining T1 VRF red, T0 VRF red going to be connect, route distribution, connected interface, going to be distribute only, and then save. No, the same thing, T1 VRF blue, distribute only, blue, connected. That's it. Click save. No. Okay. So we are done with the T1 T0. Let's jump into the segment. So let's define the segment. Okay. So here we need to create segment blue VRF, going to connect with the T1 VRF blue, and then overlay TZ. It's subnet 192.16.40.1/24. Perfect. And then going to be save. No. And then again we need to click add blue, then segment VRF red, VRF T1 red going to be connect. This is also connected, the overlay one, and then 172.16.40.1/24. Click save. No. Perfect. And if we are going to look at the topology which we have here, so this is like this: T1 VRF connected to T0, and T0 is further connected to the T0 gateway, which is a parent. This is a child. I think we are done with the configuration stuff, so let's connect the VMs and do the configuration. So I'm jumping to the VC, and we have two VM. One is a blue VM, which is going to be connect to the blue VRF or blue segment which we have connected. Oh, sorry, configured. Okay, so blue is going to connect with the blue. Perfect. And red is going to connect to the red. Okay. So red VM and blue VM. Let me take the console. I'll take the console access, and I'm okay. So I'm just close the existing ping, and now I'm going to initiate the ping. What we have done so far. Okay, 172.16.40.11. This is the blue VM, and if I'm jumping to the red VM, let's look at that IP address which we have here, or we can directly go there and look at the IP address. we need to modify this IP address from 50 to 40. Close. So this is a red VRF VM, this is blue VRF VM. So let me try to ping first. 60.40.1. We are able to reach the gateway, which is fine. And for this VM, okay, both gateways are pingable, and from here we need to reach to this IP 10.0.210.1. I'm able to ping it. So if you look at this one, from this machine, I'm able to ping this machine which is connected to the router 01, 10.0.210.1, correct? And on this VM, 10.0.220.1. Let me look at that one. 10.0.220.1. Okay, I'm able to ping that one as well. So let me quickly jump to the CLI of the both the things. Let's quickly look into that one. What we have on the CLI side. Perfect. Now let it be full screen. Let it be on the half. And get logical router. Okay, so we need to look at the SR for the blue VRF. Its VRF is 30. VRF 30. Get route. So we can see this is going to be learned from the BGP, and if I'm going to initiate another session of it, admin VRF blue we have logged on the left, VRF right red. So SR of VRF red, this one VRF 28, VRF 28, get route. Okay, now we can see we are receiving the route which is a 10.0.210 and 10.0.220. So that is the reason we are able to reach to that particular gateway or that network via the gateways which we have configured. So I think we are pretty much done with this one, and the last thing which I need to cover, one of the most important, like I said, this is going to be take care of the VRF is something which is individual route domain for that particular VRF, right? They have their certain isolated route domain, so there's no involvement of the parent tier, right? Teaser, which I'm going to say. So what I'll do, I'll log into that one, which we have the parent tier. I'm again logged into it, and So if you look at this one, which one we have here, SRF gateway one. So this is the VRF-23, VRF-23. Okay, so if I'm going to say get routes, so if you look at this, we don't have anything related to that network. If I'm talking about the upside or downside, we don't have any route which is here. Anything related to 172.16.40, we don't have anything. Still it's using that one as a parent, but the idea is that it's using that one as a backside and connect toward the different network, which we have discussed in the first video. So how these are going to connect to each other. So I think we have pretty much defined the things here, and I'm wrapping up this video. And in the next video, I think we have covered so far everything on the VRF-Lite basics. And in the next video, we are going to define the inter-routing and how we can, talk to each other. If we are going to talk to each other, so there is no way. For example, if I am give you a quick demo on that one. So right now they both having the same IPs. So what I'll do, I'll modify the IP address from 11 to 12. Let me do it in this way. So if I'm instead of this one, since this is also the part of same domain, so let's go this one example first. Okay, we're still able to reach this IP, but if we need to ping, let me jump to the 172.16.40.11. This IP is not pingable. This is the IP of the VRF blue VM, and this is the VRF red VM. Okay, so in next video we are going to discuss the inter-VLAN routing. The first thing, and in next video we are going to cover the inter-VRF routing, as well as how Routelik works and how BGP interact with the upside networks towards the downside. Means how we can ping to the crisscross network, how shared environment going to work if we have that there. So I'm covering that in next video. Thanks.